You might think parking your RV at a rest area or truck stop is simple, but one wrong move could get you kicked out, or worse, ruin it for everyone. These aren't campgrounds, and the rules you don't see posted are often the ones that matter most. Here are the unspoken rules every RVer needs to know before pulling in. Let's get rolling. One of the most important unwritten rules for RVers is simple: never park in truck-designated spaces. These aren't optional overflow spots. They're essential for long-haul truckers who face strict federal regulations. Commercial drivers must take mandatory rest breaks and off-duty hours as required by Department of Transportation laws. If they can't find legal parking, they risk hefty fines or worse, falling asleep at the wheel due to exhaustion. Unlike RVers who can usually find alternatives, truckers often have no choice but to use these designated zones because they're the only spaces large enough for fully loaded semis. Look for truck parking only signs, typically found toward the back or edges of rest areas and truck stops. Some facilities offer separate RV plus bus or overnight parking sections. When in doubt, ask employees or check apps like Trucker Path, Allstays, or RV Life for guidance. Respecting this rule prevents unnecessary conflicts and keeps these facilities accessible to everyone. While breaking it won't get you immediately kicked out, expect angry knocks on your door, hostile glares, or reports to management. The road is shared space. Park where you belong, respect truckers' needs, and help maintain the harmony that makes these stops work for everyone. Taking up multiple parking spots at rest areas or truck stops violates basic RV etiquette. These facilities prioritize maximum turnover and efficiency, not luxury camping setups. When you sprawl across 2 or more spaces, you're denying someone else a safe place to rest or sleep. Even empty lots can fill quickly, especially between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. when drivers stop for mandatory rest periods. Your seemingly harmless 6 p.m. parking choice could create serious problems by midnight when exhausted truckers are desperately searching for legal parking. This rule applies to both daytime and overnight stops. If your RV and tow vehicle won't fit in one standard space, seek designated oversized or bus RV parking areas, usually clearly marked. When unavailable, pull along the lot's perimeter near fencing, ensuring you don't block exits or entrances. Never detach your tow vehicle to claim 2 separate spaces. Instead, plan ahead using RV-specific apps that identify locations with pull-through sites or adequate back-end space for your rig size. Using only one spot demonstrates awareness and respect for shared facilities. If every RVer claimed multiple spaces, these essential stops would become unusable. Stay compact, stay considerate, and remember that courteous parking keeps these facilities welcoming for everyone who depends on them. Extending slideouts at rest areas and truck stops is a common RV mistake that creates serious problems. These facilities are designed for quick stops and high turnover, not extended camping setups. When you push out slides, you're invading adjacent lanes and spaces, making it difficult or impossible for others to park, pass, or open their doors. The dangers are real. A trucker backing into a tight spot at night might not see your slide out, setting up potential collisions between your RV and a 70-foot rig. Even other RVers may feel boxed in or forced to park elsewhere, disrupting the lot's flow. Most truck stops and rest areas lack formal staff enforcement, so mutual respect is essential. Slides take up more room than you realize, and since you're not paying for a personal site, you're expected to stay compact. Remember, these aren't campgrounds. If you absolutely need something from inside a slide, do it quickly and retract immediately. Better yet, plan your interior layout so essentials like food, clothing, and bedding remain accessible without expansion. Extended slides also draw unwanted attention, making you appear to be setting up camp, a fast way to attract security or law enforcement. Bottom line, stay streamlined, stay invisible, and keep your slides retracted. Respect the space and those around you. Using leveling jacks on asphalt at rest areas or truck stops can cause serious permanent pavement damage. Asphalt softens in heat, and RV weight concentrated on small jack feet creates deep ruts, gouges, and cracks. These costly repairs burden facilities or taxpayers, and repeated damage leads to RV parking bans. Unlike reinforced campgrounds, these areas aren't designed for sustained pressure from leveling equipment. Even brief stops can deform surfaces already stressed by heavy truck traffic. This damage isn't just inconsiderate, it makes you conspicuous and contributes to growing restrictions on RV access. At rest periods, perfect leveling isn't necessary. Save jacks for actual campsites. If you're concerned about safety or appliance function, use rubber leveling blocks or pads that distribute weight more evenly and prevent surface damage. If your RV has automatic leveling, ensure it's disabled before stopping. Many systems default to level on park, so verify settings before exiting your vehicle. Using leveling systems at rest stops signals you're trying to camp rather than rest, a quick way to attract complaints or fines from authorities. Keep it simple. Park, rest, and move on without deploying stabilizers or jacks. Protecting these facilities ensures they remain available for everyone who depends on them for safe, legal parking. Rest areas and truck stops aren't campgrounds, and treating them like one is the fastest way to get kicked out. Never set up lawn chairs, picnic tables, outdoor rugs, BBQ grills, or awnings. These facilities are designed for short-term resting and sleeping, not outdoor dining or socializing. When RVers create temporary campsites, it draws negative attention. Other travelers may report you to management, truckers view it as disrespectful, and security or state troopers may order you to leave. Some facilities even log license plates of problematic users. Safety is another concern. Sprawling setups in active lots create tripping hazards and collision risks with constantly moving trucks. These areas operate 24/7. They're not places to lounge around. Even extending steps too far into driving lanes or setting up generator stands crosses the line. When authorities observe camping behavior, they may restrict RV access entirely. Keep everything contained inside your RV. Don't deploy awnings, set up outdoor furniture, or create any external setup that suggests you're settling in for an extended stay. Park, rest inside your vehicle, and move on. You're there to recharge safely and legally, not to establish a temporary campsite. Treat these stops as the courtesy they are, respecting both the facility and fellow travelers. Leaving headlights or bright running lights on after parking is one of the fastest ways to irritate fellow travelers at rest stops. When you pull into a dark lot at night, your beams can shine directly into sleeping areas, especially in tight spaces where rigs park nose to nose or side by side. What seems like a minor oversight can seriously disrupt someone's crucial rest. Both RVers and truckers depend on these stops for essential sleep, often within narrow time windows. Flooding a cab, windshield, or RV interior with bright light, even accidentally, can spark real anger. Many modern vehicles leave running lights on by default, so always double-check your settings. Be equally cautious with interior and dome lights when opening doors. In pitch-black lots, even stepping out of your RV can feel like activating a spotlight for nearby sleepers. If you need to enter or exit frequently, use dimmer lights, a headlamp, or motion-sensitive exterior lighting to avoid blinding others. Avoid using high beams or backup lights while idling unless you're actually leaving. Bright lights signal movement, which can confuse or stress tired drivers around you. The simple rule, once parked and secure, kill all unnecessary lights. It's about consideration, blending in quietly, and helping everyone get the peaceful rest they came for in these shared spaces. Long-term engine or generator idling at rest areas and truck stops quickly annoys neighbors and may violate local laws. While running your motor for heating, cooling, or charging seems convenient, prolonged idling creates constant noise, vibration, and exhaust fumes that drift into nearby vehicles and sleeping areas. Truckers often use auxiliary power units or battery systems to minimize idling, but RVers frequently rely on main engines or portable generators. However, necessity doesn't justify letting equipment roar for hours in crowded lots. Your humming generator might not bother you, but for someone parked feet away, it means a sleepless night. Many jurisdictions enforce anti-idling laws, especially near residential zones or environmental monitoring stations. Violations can result in warnings or fines, making compliance both courteous and legally smart. If you must run your generator briefly for battery charging, do so during acceptable hours and park at the lot's outer edge to minimize impact. Avoid generators near posted no idling zones or fuel islands. Even without posted restrictions, use common sense. If you wouldn't tolerate someone idling outside your window all night, don't inflict it on others. Quiet, respectful energy management makes you a welcome guest and helps preserve these valuable overnight stops for future RVers. Consideration today ensures access tomorrow. Choosing where to park at rest areas and truck stops requires strategy and courtesy. The smartest, most respectful choice is parking along the edge or outer perimeter whenever possible. These spots offer multiple advantages: fewer interruptions, reduced risk of door dings or collisions, and crucially, they preserve central high turnover spaces for drivers who truly need them, especially truckers on tight delivery schedules. Edge parking provides breathing room to open doors, navigate around your rig, or walk pets without being sandwiched between 18-wheelers or blocking others. It minimizes your footprint and keeps traffic flowing smoothly through the lot. Many RVers unknowingly occupy prime pull-through spaces in the lot's center, spots designed specifically for trucks that can't back in. Taking these essential lanes, even briefly, disrupts the delicate balance of busy stops. Edge parking is also safer, positioning you away from high-traffic fueling lanes. This means less noise, fewer bright lights, and reduced chances of being struck by reversing trailers during the night. The bottom line, as an RV owner, you're the more flexible vehicle. Use that advantage wisely. Park out of the main flow, away from critical trucking areas, and demonstrate that you understand the complex choreography happening around you. Strategic positioning shows respect and keeps these facilities welcoming for everyone. Fuel lanes at truck stops are high-volume, fast turnover zones designed to keep commercial traffic moving efficiently. For truckers, time equals money. Every minute waiting in line cuts into federally mandated driving hours and delivery schedules. One of the worst RV mistakes is fueling up, then leaving your rig parked in the lane while you grab food, shop, or use restrooms. What seems like a harmless quick stop can create a line of frustrated truckers watching their clocks tick away. The longer you block the lane, the higher tensions rise. Many truck stops post fuel and go or no parking in fuel lanes signs, and ignoring them could result in confrontations, management complaints, or location bans. If you need to go inside, fuel up first, then pull forward to designated staging or parking areas. Most truck stops have pull-ahead lanes specifically for this purpose. Use them. When unsure where to go, ask employees before leaving your vehicle. Even worse is parking in fuel lanes without refueling. Some RVers mistakenly think these are convenient stopping spots. They're not. This behavior is inconsiderate and disruptive. Treat fuel lanes like airport drop-offs. Quick in, quick out. Blocking them slows everything down and gives RVers a bad reputation. Respect the flow, fuel efficiently, and move to appropriate parking immediately. Leaving trash or making messes at rest areas and truck stops is the quickest way to ruin these facilities for everyone, including future RVers. These locations operate on tight budgets with limited maintenance crews, and if RVers treat them like personal dump zones, no overnight parking signs will quickly appear. This means no food wrappers on the ground, no pet waste left behind, and absolutely no dumping gray or black tanks. Tank dumping isn't just inconsiderate, it's illegal and can result in hefty fines. Even spilling soapy water, greasy fluids, or dumping melted ice creates slippery surfaces and sanitation concerns. Always bring trash bags for overnight stays. Dispose of waste properly in designated bins. Never overfill them or leave garbage beside full containers. When walking pets, clean up after them and keep them away from grassy areas not clearly designated for animals. Small things matter too. Cigarette butts, paper towels from window cleaning, and discarded coffee cups might seem harmless, but they accumulate quickly and attract pests or wildlife. Many facilities allow RVers to stay as a courtesy, not a right. Leaving your space cleaner than you found it ensures continued welcome for everyone. A little effort goes a long way and reflects positively on the entire RV community, preserving these valuable resources for future travelers. Rest areas and truck stops provide public restrooms, showers, and laundry as shared spaces requiring basic respect from all users. Unfortunately, some RVers treat these facilities like private bathrooms, leaving messes, hogging sinks, or monopolizing showers far longer than necessary. This inconsiderate behavior burdens other travelers and reflects poorly on the entire RV community. These facilities aren't designed for deep cleaning or extended hygiene routines. Washing dishes in sinks, taking sponge baths at mirrors, or occupying shower stalls for 45 minutes creates problems in high-traffic zones where long-haul truckers depend on quick access to stay clean and professional. If showers are available, get in, get clean, and get out efficiently. Never leave towels, wrappers, hair, or puddles behind. When using restrooms, flush, wash up quickly, and leave areas cleaner than you found them. Avoid monopolizing power outlets or treating facilities like charging stations. Quick phone charging while grabbing coffee is acceptable, but don't occupy spaces for hours like your personal living room. Small, considerate actions, wiping down sinks or picking up dropped paper towels, demonstrate that RVers are respectful guests. Shared spaces thoughtfully, we help ensure these valuable amenities remain open and accessible to all travelers, preserving these essential resources for the entire community. Don't let pets roam. Bringing pets on RV adventures is wonderful, but letting them roam freely at rest areas and truck stops violates both safety and courtesy standards. These aren't fenced campgrounds or quiet parks. They're busy, chaotic environments with trucks constantly moving, idling engines, and narrow walkways. Letting dogs off leash even briefly creates serious risk. Safety hazards are significant. Your pet could run into traffic, get injured by backing semis, or dart under vehicles. Many truckers and RVers travel with dogs too, and not all are friendly. Loose pets can quickly trigger aggressive encounters or medical emergencies. Local leash laws apply at most rest stops statewide. Violations can result in fines fines or ejection by security. Even in rural areas, don't assume off-leash policies are acceptable. Always keep pets on leashes no longer than 6 feet and maintain control constantly. Use designated pet walking areas or pet relief zones when available, and always clean up after your animal. Carry waste bags and dispose of them discreetly. Leaving pet waste behind is among the fastest ways to get RVers banned from otherwise welcoming stops. This creates problems for the entire RV community. Respecting leash requirements isn't just good manners, it protects your pet, other animals, and fellow travelers. Responsible pet ownership preserves access to these essential facilities for everyone who depends on them. When night falls at rest areas and truck stops, keeping your RV's interior lighting low shows respect for others sharing the space. While it seems minor, bright interior lights can be surprisingly disruptive, especially when your windows glow like a beacon in a pitch-black lot. Most RVs don't have blackout window coverings by default, meaning every overhead light is visible to neighbors trying to sleep just feet away. Bright lighting also makes your RV stand out where discretion is valued. When one rig lights up like a Christmas tree, it draws unwanted attention. Excessive lighting compromises your safety too. Well-lit interiors allow passers-by to see inside your rig, observe your layout, and spot valuables. In rest areas with occasional foot traffic or theft risks, this visibility creates unnecessary risks. Use window shades, dimmable lights, or battery-powered lanterns with soft lighting modes. When moving around inside, keep lights localized. Use task lighting instead of illuminating the entire cabin. Some experienced RVers use red lighting at night to preserve visibility without disturbing others. Maintaining dim, discreet lighting improves your privacy while helping create a calm, respectful environment for everyone parked nearby. This simple courtesy demonstrates consideration for fellow travelers who depend on these shared spaces for essential rest during their journeys. By staying subtle with your lighting, you contribute to the peaceful atmosphere these facilities need to function effectively. While not mandatory, making a small purchase when parking overnight at truck stops is one of the most respectful gestures you can make. Whether it's coffee, a snack, or topping off fuel, supporting the business helps ensure RVers remain welcome at these privately owned establishments. Truck stops like Love's, Pilot, Flying J, and TA allow RV parking as a courtesy, not an obligation. These businesses aren't state-funded. They rely on customer purchases to stay profitable and justify accommodating non-commercial traffic. When RVers abuse this privilege without spending anything, it creates tension and sometimes leads to new rules banning overnight stays or restricting RV access. The purchase doesn't need to be substantial. A hot dog, fountain drink, or propane refill shows appreciation. If you're using restrooms, disposing of trash, or parking for several hours, reciprocating in some small way demonstrates good etiquette, like tipping after using free Wi-Fi at a coffee shop. Many truck stops are franchises where individual owners make RV policy decisions. When enough RVers support the business, owners are more likely to invest in RV-specific amenities like dump stations, longer pull-throughs, or designated overnight areas. Being a courteous guest extends beyond parking etiquette. It's about engaging respectfully with the establishment. A $3 purchase can preserve access for thousands of travelers who follow, maintaining these valuable resources for the entire RV community. Let's be honest, you've probably seen at least one of these rules get ignored. Which one drives you the most crazy? Drop a comment and share your experience. And if you want to stay out of trouble on the road, check out our next video where we break down even more essential RV tips. Safe travels, and we'll see you there.